now in your meditation practice you feel that it's very easy to come to a point where you are really silent, then that is very good. No? I can say, however, that this is still not the deeper meditation as long as you still hear the birds outside. No? As long as you are still aware of your environment, you are not in samadhi. So to do it is very good. It's a very good practice. I do it every day. You know? For me it also became very easy, so it's just a decision in a way to just stop thinking and sit and try to go inside. You know? But the practice still shows that to go even deeper, to really lose the consciousness of whatever is around, requires some kind of vehicle. You know? Something needs to bring you there. Some people have done that only by remaining focused on their awareness, you know? And on the awareness of their awareness. Sure, some people have done it, but there are exceptions to that general rule which talks about a vehicle, which is then a mantra or a visual or something else, which is engaging enough and really brings you inside. And that, of course, is then very important, because it is in that state of deep meditation that the big changes in the subconscious will happen, you know? Which is not something we can do, but which there will happen, and where transformation of the personality then will happen, where very essential, let's say, features of a person will change to the better, and where an aggressive or rather aggressive person will become much more peaceful, where a shy person will become more outspoken, where somebody like me who's really bad at drawing might suddenly start drawing in a very beautiful way. I still hope that happens someday. So these things, you know, then they come. You know? But if for the moment you are feeling very comfortable with this, then I suggest to continue with that. You know? Only don't get any fixed ideas about it. Don't get there again attached, you know, to a particular method. Methods are not something to which we should attach, because they always change. And I remember a phase where I was some years ago, where I stopped the mantras and, you know, stopped more or less everything except just sitting and doing nothing. It's actually also very relaxing, you know? Very enjoyable. Once you know how to do, it's like a holiday, you know. So, but then at some point I realized, okay, but I still want to move deeper. And then I started combining that skill, you can say, which I had developed with mantra meditation. And then if you can be really silent, and then you bring a mantra in your mind, then you will not have the problem of thoughts coming up and disturbing the signal, let's say. Then the mantra will come there very pure. In the beginning, when that is not so much established yet, then it feels like doing mantra is a lot more difficult, precisely because those thoughts always seem to interfere, because the mind is active, no? Doing the mantra, and then hard to keep the thoughts from coming. But the source of the thoughts is the subconscious. It is this para, which we will also talk about later. And so this is, you know, what has to change, you know? And so the ability to keep silent for a longer time, really silent, means that that snake, you know, and the rest of the subconscious, because it's not only that reptile brain, that snake has calmed down. You know? It's not gone, it's still there, but at least you have been able to bring it to a calm state. So it's not bringing up anything anymore that leads to new thoughts. So then very easily we can be silent and have mind do the thinking, which is then the mantra. No? That way, observing mind, getting more separation from mind, also makes it much more easy. Because then our true focus is still like the thing you are doing, just being silent. Mind is not silent. Mind is doing the mantra, but you are not the mind. So many different things are there. Step by step we move forward. And I think you're doing very well, to be able to sit in silence is very good. But just don't get stuck on something. That's all.